Hello YouTube, and hello Renegade. This is Cynical Whiskey. I'm here to talk about the Retort and the recent drama. First, I should introduce myself. This is my first video about Renegade, and I'm fairly small on Twitter, and so you probably don't know who I am. But nonetheless, I am Cynical Whiskey. And now that I got that out of the way, let's get to the topic. Okay. The Retort has been in a bit of a jam with a bit of a jam. He stepped in it. Well, not him particularly, but he's allowed a few people who write in the site, and they'd stepped in it. Notably, Wild Goose and Jack Outis Troll, I think his name. Yeah. Um, and people are livid about this. What do you have to say? People are calling their routes banishment. Is they want to take down this advertising, and they want to take them down. Period. And I'll be honest, seeing these logs, especially the one by Jack Outis, and then the one by Wild Goose, I was a bit upset or offended. But to say without being offended. But I was asking, what kind of joke was on to allow these folks to post. And I was saying, Ralph, it's noble that you want to promote free speech, but this is your own private blog. And they're walking their boots and stepping in shit. So, but after that, I had a little discussion with Goose, and I wouldn't say I see his way exactly, but I have to think about it. Here's where it started. Hang on. This tweet right here, by Cultividian. I was fortunate enough to meet Lily along with her boyfriend Ashtek in person at a meetup. I fangirled. Now, I thought I should have told that tweet because it's great standing, but nonetheless, we'll bring it back to the main topic. I think we had an issue in Gamergate. I think we need to talk. Because, I've been thinking about it too. I had to see knee-jerk reactions. I was trolled. And I had to grow up, so to speak. But I listened to what Ralph had to say. Sorry. I listened to some of the Ralph's blogs, and I read some of the Ralph's blogs and listened to some of the chat talks, and he's not unreasonable, I think. I think where he's coming from with this is actually quite admirable. Let me explain. Gamergate. Back when we started, there's two things. Well, there's one thing, that ethics in journalism. But I want to focus on the second thing, is our games. When we started to focus on the journalists, they called on the attention of social justice warriors, and people like Liana, Anita Sarkeesian, Macintosh, who you know the group. So and they want to paint us as all the you know white, cisgendered, heterosexual, homophobic, transphobic, racist, bigoted, old, white, privileged, white, male, white men. Yeah, and they couldn't have been further from the truth because we were very diverse, not only in background but in thought and expression. And that's something that needs to be cherished is our diversity in thoughts and expression. We have people who are very conservative, Christians, libertarians, atheists, liberals, the whole gamut, really. Feminists, too, so. Um, and here's the thing. You don't always agree with each other, right? But that's kind of a beautiful thing, really. I mean, that's one thing that's actually quite refreshing about Renegade. We had all these individuals in this movement of Renegade that are very different from each other. And we don't always agree. Sometimes we disagree quite fervently. Um, but that was something that, since I, paid attention to Renegade, on and off as I did, I actually felt was quite refreshing because you talk to people that you don't normally talk to. You don't have this circle jerk or this echo chamber of conservatives with conservatives or liberals with liberals. It's y- you don't follow people that you necessarily agree with. You improve your worldliness, so to speak, and I think that giving these people a spot to talk, even though their voice is not popular. In fact, what they say is quite unpopular. Um, I think it's a good thing. It's healthy. I think it's healthy for a movement because we've been in this for so long that we've become too comfortable with trying to up our PR, right? We're on the defensive. We're not the offensive, and we're looking inwards. Or we don't have we don't have the site that we did that are all kind of diversity and enemy here. But now we've gotten into all this factional bullshit, you know, and I'm not innocent of that, but I think I think what we're also doing here is actually helping Gimmickgate in the long term because he's providing a voice to people who don't necessarily have the most popular opinion. I think that he's kind of remained true to that, honestly. Um, but that's the point, basically. That we shouldn't. You don't have to disagree. You don't have to agree with people that have the same tag, but you don't banish them to that. You don't banish them because they're unpopular. You don't banish them because they sound crass or rude. Because that could very well be you too. You could be banished. You could be hated by. I mean, if you allow yourself to do that level, then Gamergate has just become another tag for those goddamn social justice warriors to triumph. And then, but here's the thing. What will this achieve? We have all these goodwill campaigns to Gamergate. We're on the defensive. We're trying to prove ourselves to people that don't even care. They're going to hate us. Media will hate us. They don't care that we're doing these charitable actions. You think Anita is gonna get too shit about us to donate money to some charity? No, not unless it's our Patreon. um, but I think that all these goodwill tactics, they're coming from a good place, maybe, but I think that we should stick to our values as game creators, as people of the diverse movement. We shouldn't allow ourselves to just thrash shit up like this. We shouldn't allow ourselves to silence others or be silenced. And that's the most important thing. That's the number one thing I want you guys to take from this video, and to take from the mouth. The second thing is, fuck Outis, or Outis. Whatever that fag's name is, anyway. Oh no, goodbye. I said goodbye.